Damn, Scott, you got me narrating this long ass battle. Anyways, my name is Shofu. I'll be guest narrating this battle for the acoustic kind, aka Scott. And I have no idea who he's battling, but whatever. Mucha Lucha over there is going to go for the fake it on his Hinotori, and his Hinotori happens to be a Moltres. So he's probably going to go for the substitute or the toxic. And yes, I was right. He goes for the substitute as he switches out to a divine. What's this thing called? I forgot what that thing's name is. But Scott is going to go for the toxic, and then you Liz, because you went for fly, and the toxic damage is going to accumulate as you're up there. And Scott's going to be able to get a roost off. And yeah, the fly should take out the sub, but if it doesn't, I would not be surprised. And it does not take out the sub. So yeah, Scott's opponent, Liz, and yeah, we're going to be on our way. So he's going to switch out because he knows he has to. Scott's going to go for the flamethrower on a Rhyperior. So, you know, that was a decent switch. But actually, the Moltres can pretty much... Holy fucking shit, he got a critical hit. So, Moltres can pretty much stall... Oh, that's gay. Never mind, he missed. Scott would have been able to outstall this Rhyperior, but he happened to miss the Toxic, so that is not cool. But then God... Oh my gosh. I was going to say God repays Scott and evens out the battle, but then Scott misses another Toxic. So Scott, Liz, and his Rhyperior hits Scott's substitute with a Rock Slide to the dome, bitch! And now Scott's gonna be able to get a Toxic off. So Scott is in a okay, I'm gonna stop saying Scott because okay, anyways, I'm just gonna say his or him or he. So he's gonna switch out to his Leafeon to take the Rock Slide because Leafeon's a pretty bulky Pokemon. But then again, most rock polished Rhyperiors have Mega Horn, so I'm not sure how good of a move that was or how smart of a move that was. Okay, so never mind. This Rhyperior happens to be carrying Ice Punch, which makes absolutely no sense if you ask me, because Stone Edge is just as good on Rhyperior. But whatever. Whatever floats this dude's boat. So Scott's going to go for the Wish. And I went back on my word just now. I realized that just now. So he goes for the Wish, and he switches back out to his Altaria. I remembered the thing's name. So he's going to go for the Protect, but it doesn't matter because the dude switched out anyways. So he's going to switch out his Leafeon and go back to his Moltres. But he gets predicted and he gets hit with the Toxic. So now his Moltres is pretty much useless now because his Moltres' number one thing is to stall other Pokemon. So that was kind of useless. So now it's just pretty much death fodder when he wants to switch it back in. And on top of that, the Altaria has Heal Bell, so it doesn't really matter. So the dude goes for Roost, expecting him to attack him or something, but he actually switches out to his Blastoise, and then he switches right back out to his Blaziken, predicting the Registeel to come in. And then the dude switches out to his Altaria. So there is it. Oh my gosh, Scott, I see you! So Scott just super predicted this dude. He predicted him to switch out into his Registeel. Then he predicted him to switch into his Altaria, and then he went for the Stone Edge and hit him with the Dome. Oh my gosh, Scott, that was beautiful, man. I had to give you a round of applause for that. That was freaking beautiful. So now the dude switches out to a Grammar Nazi and then takes the Stone Edge easily. So Scott's gonna have to switch out to his Chansey as Grammar Nazi sets up some Stealth Rocks. So Scott's going to go and set up his own Stealth Rocks as the dude hits him with a Hammer Arm. Shouldn't do much because max HP and probably max defense. But then again, it's a Chansey with 109 defense, so it should do a lot actually now that I think about it. Oh my gosh, holy shit, that has to be a critical hit. What? Wow, I'm really surprised. Because Rhyperior doesn't exactly have the best attacking stats, so it's kind of weird. So, I guess Scott's gonna send his Blaziken in and switch his Chansey out for Death Fodder later. So now fucking Zone can go for the Flare Blitz, bitch! And Grammar Nazi is gonna take a huge hefty amount of damage from that. He doesn't die because his Registeel is actually pretty damn defensive. Oh my gosh, Scott, this Registeel is demolishing you. So the Grammar Nazi goes for Thunder Wave, and Scott's going to be forced to switch out and goes to his Leafeon. And the dude's going to switch out and go to his Rhyperior. So it looks like the dude got predicted again, because all Scott has to do is go for a Leaf Blade and take it out. But the dude switches to an Arcanine, which is not good for Scott. And let's see what Scott does here. He does indeed go for the Leaf Blade. It's not going to do anything to the Arcanine. Especially, okay, he gets a critical hit. Damn. this match is kind of fruity, if you ask me. It's very hacksy, very hacksy. So, Scott's going to be forced to switch his Leafeon out unless he wants it to die, and he's going to go to his Kung Ku, and the Arcanine goes for the Overheat, because it's really just hot. And it does a decent amount to the Blastoise right here. And, whoa, Scott has Aqua Jet on a defensive Blastoise. That is some weird shit right there, ladies and gentlemen. What is going on? I don't even know what's going on anymore. But anyways, Artemis is going to come in, and Artemis is going to scare Kung Ku away into Scott's Archer, and oh my gosh, I don't even know that thing's name either. Gardevoir is going to go for Trick and give the Archer Choice Scarf, or was it Choice Specs? I didn't even see. So he doesn't want to get hit with the Shadow Ball, so he's going to switch out to his Registeel as Scott switches out to his Leafeon, and this is not really the ideal matchup for Scott, but Scott is going to be able to get the Heal Bell off as the Grammar Nazi goes for the Thunder Wave. So it's not really bad, but it's not the great. Actually, yeah. Scott pretty much wins this turn because why not? So Archer's going to come back in and go for the Grammar Nazi is going to go for the Iron Head, and it actually does a decent amount to the Miss Magius here, and I guess Scott can only go for the Hidden Power, which probably wouldn't kill, and obviously it doesn't kill because you guys can see the screen. And yeah, so how can I put this? Scott, you just got demolished. So now the fucking zone comes back in, which is good because the Heal Bell actually took the paralysis off of this thing. And wait, is it fucking Zoan or fucking Zone? Because that's not how you spell zone, obviously. But I don't know. Never mind. So the superpower to the dome, bitch, takes out the Registeel. So now he's going to bring in his Artemis, which Scott has probably choiced in some way. So he would have to switch out. And now he brings in his Chansey back and his Death Fodder. And Artemis had gone for Psychic, so that's pretty good for yeah. So despite the Gardevoir being in, Scott must be Choice Scarf because he brought it in because if the okay, what the fuck am I talking about? If the Gardevoir was faster than Scott's Blaziken, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't have brought it in, so his Blaziken must be Choice Scarf. So the dude brings in a Hitmontop, and Scott's going to switch out to a Kung Ku, and the dude double switches, predicting him to switch out. So Scott, you were getting predicted. This guy's pretty good, actually. I have no idea who you're battling, but he's pretty good. So he's going to go for the Thunderbolt on the Kung Ku. And let's see what happens here. Ooh, barely lives. So Scott's going to be able to get the rapid spin off, spin away the Stealth Rocks, which means Scott will be able to switch in his Blaziken as much as it wants, as long as it doesn't get hit. So Scott's going to go for the Aqua Jet, which is Torrent boosted, just to get another hit on the Gardevoir here. And Artemis is going to take out Kung Ku with a Psychic to the dome. And now that leaves Scott free to bring in his fucking Zoan and go for the Flare Blitz. And let's see. Oh, Scott, you got predicted again. The dude goes to his Rhyperior, and Scott uses Stone Edge, which would have been useless even if it hit. So this is gonna give the PMS over there the opportunity to get a Rock Polish off. But then again, Scott does have his Leafeon, so he's pretty much safe because Leafeon can take pretty much any hit from a Rhyperior as long as it doesn't have Mega Horn. And this Rhyperior does not have Mega Horn, so Scott should be fine in that regard. Now, I have no idea what kind of name Scott's Leafeon has, so I'm not even going to try to say it. But he's going to go for the Leaf Blade and take out the Rhyperior. Now, Artemis is not playing games with Scott, so he's probably going to go for the Psychic just to get a massive hit on the Cat. I don't know, whatever. And it actually ends up taking the Leafeon out, which is actually very surprising to me because I didn't think it would take it out. But now Scott can go for the Stone Edge or the Flare Blitz to take out the Gardevoir, but the dude's going to switch out into his Hitmontop. So Scott, you got predicted again. This dude is not playing games with you. But luckily for Scott, I forgot the Heal Bell actually took the Toxic off of his Moltres. So Scott's probably going to sub up here just because he can, and he can attempt to stall out the rest of his team. And he does indeed do that as the dude switches out to a Gardevoir. He'll probably most likely go for the Toxic and then proceed to root. Okay, goes for Flamethrower. Never mind, I'm done. But Flamethrower shouldn't do too much. Okay, fuck. I forgot Moltres had a high special attacking stat. But then again, Gardevoir has very high special defense, which is why I thought that the flamethrower wouldn't do too much, but I guess I was wrong. So Gardevoir breaks the sub with a Thunderbolt, and it looks like a speed tie. So I have no idea why he didn't go for Thunderbolt again. Thunderbolt would have done more than Psychic. Actually, Thunderbolt probably would have taken out the Moltres, considering how much Psychic just did. So that was a bad play on his opponent's part. But now Lucha Lucha is not playing games. He's probably going to go for the Fake Out and then the Mach Punch. But Scott's going to send in his Blaziken as Death Fodder, probably to ensure that his Moltres does not die to a Mach Punch. So that is pretty damn good. Dude with the Hitmontop learned to Sucker Punch. So it looks like this is going to be game over. I guess we can wait it out a little bit more, because I do want to stop my narration because I'm tired of talking. Anyways, yeah, that's pretty much game over. So good game, Scott. Good game, Scott's opponent. I have no idea who the fuck you are. Check me out. My name is Shofu, the one and only. And I don't know what you want me to say. Bye. Bye!